This is the first tutorial video for beginners. Now we will analyze the basic technical points of Legcrush. Before you start training, you need to decide where you will train. Will you be using shoes? Maybe you prefer to train barefoot like me. It's an important moment. The friction force between your feet and the ground should be as high as possible. If your feet slip, it doesn't matter how strong your legs are. In one video, a guy tried to bend in his socks while standing on a laminate floor. The legs diverged to the sides and the small bar did not give in. I used a rubber mat and bare feet. This is a gold standard that has stood the test of time. The Legcrush mechanics provide for the deepest setting of the bar for the most powerful bend. All you need to do is set the bar as deep as possible and stand up. Set up and stand up. Use deep squat for this. I recommend using clothes that stretch well and have a thin fabric. For example, a simple tights that can be bought at any market will be a good choice. I used shorts 92% of cotton and 8% of lycra. First of all, we need to give the wraps a starting curve in order to make the setup. We crush the wraps once or twice with our hands. This will compact them a little bit and prepare the wraps for the first move. The most dense wraps will become after the first move. On the second and third movement, we will have to make the maximum effort. At this point, the wraps will give maximum leverage. During bending, the hands should always be tense. The attack is made in the bends of the wraps. Pace number 1, king. The moment number 1, the position of the feet. Sometimes I have seen videos of people try to bend a small rod with knee adduction. Feet were parallel to each other. Adduction of the knees was the only way to somehow influence the bar. This approach is fundamentally wrong. Feet should be at an angle of from 60 to 90 degrees to each other. In the first pace, I make a sharper angle, and the second usually near 90. Moment number 2, distance between legs. If you put your feet too close, which I often see, the king gets harder. You expend more effort than necessary and the knee joints receive an additional braking load. This movement is not optimal. Feet should be placed a little closer. For example, we bent a 7-inch bar using heavy wraps. Let's say wraps it at 20 mm from the edges and the total length becomes 220. Put your feet about 140 mm apart. This will be 2/3 of the total length. Use this formula as a starting point. Moment number 3, bar setup. We squat down and spread our legs as wide as possible. With one hand we set the wrap and with the other hand we press the second wrap into the other leg. Phase number 2, crush. Moment number 1. The location of the bar should be in the crotch, between the balls and the hole. The adductor muscles of the legs hug the hands and are maximally included in the work. Here, a minus of clothes with a thick fabric opens. Setup is bad. Moment number 2, straining the hands. This is also an important part of our construction. Hand must be as hard as possible. We straighten the hands and make a movement. We straighten our legs, and at the end we try to take our ass a little back. Switch on your hands in the crush. They give a good bonus. For a stronger hand lock, you can use magnesia. Liquid chalk is best for hands. This is an alcohol solution that degrades the skin, and its small particles of magnesia fill all the skin pores. Solid chalk can be used to treat clothes in place of contact with hands. When fighting a serious piece of steel, it happens that the hands can be destroyed by the legs ahead of time. The arms cannot tense up, and the attachment to the soft hands is not at full strength. It could end in injury. You will feel pain in your hands at the slightest movement. Once your legs have destroyed your hands, I recommend that you stop bending the bar. Moment number 3, 90 degrees for feet. At the finish, the feet can be placed in the T letter. The right leg is placed behind. If one set of wraps is used, then as we press, we remove the outer layer and use it as a lining. The movements must be powerful. I forbid you to hurry. Forget about 5 minutes. Concentrate. Sit up. Inhale and start moving. Feel the metal begin to give way. Rest after each set. Drink water if you want. Such movements will help you teach your body to turn on 100%. Good luck for you, and remember, don't be afraid of heavy steel. The heavy steel must be afraid of you.